Steve, this is just bombshell news tonight here in D.C. I'm at the hotel where DNC Rules and Bylaws Committee members were having a members-only dinner. They were completely shocked to hear that President Biden sent out a letter during their dinner recommending that Iowa be scrapped not only from its first-in-the-nation spot, but also from the early window entirely. Instead, President Biden is suggesting a new lineup that would instead start with South Carolina. It would then go to New Hampshire, then Nevada, then Georgia, then Michigan. Now, I talked to Scott Brennan. He's the only Iowan on the Rules and Bylaws Committee. I talked to him in the hallway just after he heard that news to find out his first reaction.
Complete kick in the teeth. Very surprised. No courtesy of a call from the White House to, frankly, any member of the committee. The Washington Post had it before the committee did. So, you know, it says something to me about the process.
Other disgruntled members, or does it seem like there's a collective support?
New Hampshire has already released a statement saying that, you know, this calendar will not stand for New Hampshire, and so they are going to dispute it. And my understanding is that Nevada will weigh their options because, again, they made a big push to go first, and they didn't get what they wanted either. So, you know, there's a lot more discussion to be had, and certainly. More jockeying to probably be done among the early states.
It's not set in stone yet. There still will be more discussion.
There'll be more discussion. You know, we'll have a lot of discussion tomorrow. At some point, we'll vote on the proposal. You know, my guess is that it will pass. People, you know, tend to, you know, if it was a recommendation that came from the White House, they tend to follow those things. But then we have a delegate selection plan that we have to provide down the road. The full DNC has to vote on it, and there'll be a lot of unhappiness yet to come.
Any indication of, you know, if this passes, does Iowa go with New Hampshire and say we're still going first, or would you fall in line with what National Democrats want?
Well, they didn't give us anything. So, I mean, they've really given us no option but to, you know, follow state law and be the first caucus. You know, that'll be up to the State Central Committee and our political leadership, but, you know, right now my recommendation would be that we dispute this.
Now, you heard from Scott Brennan right there, his raw reaction after hearing President Biden's recommendation. Brennan's recommendation, Iowa should dispute this. That means he thinks Iowa should stick with state law and hold the first in the nation caucus. But what does disputing that actually mean? We'll have more on what that fight would actually look like coming up in just a few minutes. I'm live here in Washington, D.C. Amanda Rooker, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.